Welcome to our channel, where the shadows are long and the darkness whispers. I'm your host, Sam, and tonight, we're venturing into the heart of the unknown. Our national parks, with their towering trees and serene landscapes, hold a dark secret. People vanish without a trace. These are the stories that keep you up at night, the unsolved mysteries that send chills down your spine. Tonight, we delve into 3 such cases, each more unsettling than the last. The year was 1969. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park, a sprawling wilderness straddling Tennessee and North Carolina, was alive with the laughter of families enjoying their summer vacations. The park, known for its mist-covered peaks and lush, dense forests, was a haven for those seeking adventure and tranquility alike. Among them was the Martin family, eager to create lasting memories. They had planned this trip for months, looking forward to the fresh mountain air and the chance to bond away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. But for young Dennis Martin, a bright-eyed 6-year-old, those memories would be tragically cut short. Dennis, with his infectious smile and boundless energy, was the heart of the family, always ready for the next adventure. Picture this: a sunny afternoon, the air thick with the scent of pine needles and damp earth. The forest was alive with the sounds of chirping birds and rustling leaves, a perfect day for a game of hide-and-seek. Dennis, full of youthful energy, is playing hide-and-seek with his brother and 2 friends near their campsite. Their laughter filled the air, a symphony of joy and innocence. They dart behind trees, their laughter echoing through the woods. The game was simple, but for the children, it was an adventure, a chance to explore and imagine. But as the sun begins to set, casting long shadows across the forest floor, a chilling realization dawns on the group. Dennis is gone. The once playful atmosphere turned tense. The shadows now seemed ominous. Frantic, the boys searched for their friend, their calls of his name swallowed by the growing darkness. The forest, which had been their playground, now felt like a labyrinth, each tree a potential hiding spot. Hours turned into a night of agonizing uncertainty as park rangers, joined by hundreds of volunteers, combed through the unforgiving terrain. The search was relentless, with flashlights piercing the darkness and voices calling out in desperation. Days bleed into weeks, hope dwindling with each passing moment. The search efforts were exhaustive, covering miles of rugged terrain, but the forest seemed to swallow every clue. Despite an extensive search, no trace of Dennis is ever found. The forest, once a place of joy, now held a haunting silence, a reminder of the boy who vanished without a trace. The official explanation? He got lost and succumbed to the elements. It was a conclusion that brought little comfort, leaving the family with more questions than answers. But the whispers in the woods tell a different story. Locals and visitors alike shared tales of strange occurrences and eerie sightings, fueling speculation and fear. Some say he was taken by a wild animal, a bear perhaps, driven to desperation by hunger. The idea of a bear attack, while terrifying, seemed plausible given the wilderness. Others believe he wandered into a hidden crevice, his small body lost forever in the vastness of the mountains. The terrain was treacherous, with countless places where a small child could disappear. But the most unsettling theory suggests something more sinister: a human predator lurking in the shadows, waiting for the opportune moment to snatch an innocent life. This theory, though chilling, added a layer of mystery and fear to the already tragic tale. Our next tale takes us to the majestic Yosemite National Park, a land of towering granite cliffs, cascading waterfalls, and breathtaking vistas. This natural wonder has long been a haven for adventurers, nature lovers, and photographers alike. It was here in the summer of 1981 that 26-year-old Stacy Aris vanished without a trace. Her disappearance remains one of the most haunting mysteries in the park's storied history. Stacy, an aspiring photographer, was on a trip with friends, eager to capture the park's beauty through her lens. She had a keen eye for detail and a passion for the art of photography that was evident to all who knew her. On that fateful day, the group decided to hike to a secluded waterfall, a hidden gem known for its serene beauty and the powerful roar of its cascading waters. Its roar, a symphony of nature's power. The waterfall was a perfect subject for Stacy's artistic vision. As they approached the falls, Stacy, captivated by the scene, decided to venture off on her own to find the perfect angle for her shot. She was determined to capture the essence of the waterfall in a way that no one else could. She assured her friends she wouldn't be gone long, her camera bag slung over her shoulder, her eyes sparkling with artistic passion. Her friends watched as she disappeared into the foliage, confident that she would return soon with stunning photographs. But as the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the valley, Stacy failed to return. The golden hues of twilight gave way to a deepening sense of unease among her friends. Her friends, their hearts pounding with a growing sense of dread, searched frantically for their missing companion. They retraced their steps, calling out her name, hoping to hear her voice in response. They called her name, their voices echoing off the granite walls. But only silence answered. The once vibrant forest now seemed eerily quiet, as if holding its breath. The search for Stacy and Aris became one of the most extensive in Yosemite's history. Park rangers, volunteers, and search and rescue teams mobilized quickly, determined to find any trace of the young photographer. Park rangers, aided by search dogs and helicopters, scoured the area for any sign of the missing photographer. They combed through dense forests, rocky terrains, and treacherous cliffs, leaving no stone unturned. They found her camera bag, abandoned near the base of a towering pine tree, but there was no sign of Stacy. Theories abounded, each more unsettling than the last. Some speculated that she had fallen victim to a tragic hiking accident, her body lost in the park's rugged terrain. The steep cliffs and hidden crevices posed a constant danger to even the most experienced hikers. Others whispered of a more sinister fate, suggesting that she had encountered a dangerous individual, her disappearance forever shrouded in mystery. The forest, with its shadows and secrets, seemed to hold the answers, but it remained silent. Chapter 3. The Ranger's Silent Watch. Our final story takes us to the Chiricahua National Monument in Arizona, a land of towering rock formations, twisted trees, and a silence so profound it feels almost sacred. This place, with its unique geological formations and rich history, has always been a magnet for adventurers and nature lovers alike. It was here in the winter of 1980 that Park Ranger Paul Fugate vanished, his disappearance leaving behind a void of unanswered questions. Paul was not just any ranger. He was a dedicated guardian of the park, known for his deep connection to the land and its secrets. Paul, a seasoned ranger with an intimate knowledge of the park's trails and hidden canyons, was last seen on a routine patrol. His familiarity with the terrain made his sudden disappearance all the more baffling. The day was crisp and clear, the air filled with the scent of pine and desert sage. It was the kind of day that Paul loved, a day that seemed perfect for a peaceful patrol. He radioed in his location, his voice calm and steady. Then silence. That was the last anyone heard from him, a routine check-in that ended in an unsettling quiet. When Paul failed to check in again, a search party was immediately dispatched. The park's staff and volunteers rallied together, determined to find their missing colleague. They found his patrol vehicle parked neatly at the trailhead, but there was no sign of the ranger. The vehicle, untouched and undisturbed, only deepened the mystery. Days turned into weeks, the search growing more desperate with each passing hour. The community held on to hope, but the vast wilderness seemed to swallow every clue. The rugged terrain, riddled with caves and crevices, made the task even more challenging. Every nook and cranny was explored, but the landscape offered no answers. Despite their best efforts, no trace of Paul Fugate was ever found. The forest, once a place of familiarity and comfort, now held an air of mystery and sorrow. Theories about his disappearance range from the plausible to the bizarre. Around campfires and in hushed conversations, people speculated endlessly. Some believe he suffered a medical emergency while on patrol, collapsing in a remote area where his body has yet to be discovered. The harsh conditions of the wilderness could have easily concealed his final resting place. Others whisper of foul play, suggesting that Paul, a man sworn to protect the park and its visitors, may have stumbled upon something he shouldn't have seen. Perhaps he uncovered a secret that led to his untimely disappearance, a secret that remains hidden in the shadows of the Chiricahua National Monument. These stories, as chilling as they are, serve as a stark reminder that even in the most beautiful and serene places, darkness can lurk. The vast wilderness of our national parks, while awe-inspiring, holds secrets we may never fully unravel. The next time you find yourself hiking a secluded trail or gazing out at a breathtaking vista, remember the stories we've shared tonight. Remember Dennis Martin, the young boy who vanished in the Smokies. Remember Stacy and Aris, the aspiring photographer whose last shot captured more than just the beauty of Yosemite. And remember Paul Fugate, the park ranger who disappeared while standing watch over the land he swore to protect.